When I was at Western in 1963, there was no such thing as a calculator. We had to do our computation with a slide rule. When I joined Nesbitt Thompson, a serious investment bank, the entire company had one calculator.
He's a wild man. He's totally off the wall. I've seen him dressed like he's coming out of a Japanese fashion show. His taste in art is, shall we say, edgy. I've been to 2 of his weddings. I've been to his apartment where there was no walls around the bathroom. Toilet exposed. But when it gets down to business, it gets down to the serious discussion about anything that's happening in the world, he goes off in a different direction, which is totally rational, totally intelligent, well thought out. And it's as if he's a Jekyll and Hyde in a certain respect.
I really wanted to get into the real estate business. I realized that I would take the time to try to find somebody who could really teach me all about it. And I found this wonderful gentleman in Montreal. He was on the top floor of the Royal Bank building. He'd been in the business since he was 18 and he was 60 years old. His name was Andre Marcel. Picked up the phone, gave him a call. I said, I'm a young man with promise. I'd like to have 15 minutes of your time. Went over to the Royal Bank building, up to the top floor, entered the office, and I said exactly that. I said, the market is changing. I think there are tremendous opportunities in the real estate business. You've got all the knowledge that I need. I'm the legs. I'd love to work with you. 15 minutes later, stuck out his hand. He said, remember, I'm the brains, you're the legs. I said, deal. And we got together and we basically built what I think is a very, very good business that the bones of it are still very much operating today.
The first time I met John was 1986. John's this flamboyant guy. He walks in, beautifully dressed, long hair, really interesting personality. And I'm a kid, I'm like 28, 29 years old. And we're trying to buy this building on Yonge Street. And we're apart on price. I'm pretty scared because I don't know if he's going to be able to get this deal done for me or whether I'm going to end up having to pay through the nose. So the latter happened and I paid through the nose and we got the deal done.
When I first met him, I felt he was like a pilot. He saw the world from 50,000 feet high. He could see trends coming. He could see the way things were shaping from a very high place. So he always had this wisdom in it.
I really thought I'd come out with an MBA. I thought I could manage a company and that was going to be my hallmark. And I tried and I tried and it caused me all sorts of pain because I was really screwing up. Finally, I realized, hey, there are a lot of people that can execute. I'm kind of a bit of a visionary and I've got some front-end skills. Go in your long suit. And my enjoyment and my success just changed overnight.
When John started out, for him to hire people with a commerce degree and a CA degree was very unique. His ability to recognize young people and bring them into the industry, people that in the past would never have come into the mortgage banking field. And that, I think, really changed the face of the mortgage business, which was pretty mundane at the time.
From a business point of view, I am an explorer. I'm interested not so much in the money, the opportunity to be able to identify it, pull together a good team, raise some capital, and just give it a shot. And that's really what turns me on. And I like it small, and typically we've all, in all of these, because it's real estate and financial services, you're always competing against the big guys, the Royal Bank or whatever. I love that. I love competition. I love to be a small, tight team.
JD was putting this deal together in 2000 when the tech boom was falling out of favor. We thought over 6 weeks we would raise the money we needed and start running the business. And in fact, it took us 8 months, and it almost died 2 or 3 times while we were doing it. But JD's attitude was never, never, never give up.
The most important participant in this whole game is the investor. And John's priorities have always been what's best for the investor. And even if it meant making less money himself or in our business, so long as the investor was well looked after in a very upfront and transparent way, that was paramount, and everything else sort of flowed from that.
Make sure you find something to like, because you just can't show up at 40 or 50 or what have you if you don't really enjoy it. And my great test of that was I'd bring home a briefcase every night, and if it kind of moaned at me and I didn't want to open it, I got to get long gone from doing that. You want to go after it. You want to grab it by the throat and say, we're going to do this today, this week, next week. So I'd say get well taught, find out what you're good at, and make sure you're doing things that you enjoy doing, because if you do, 50 years goes by in a nanosecond. We've got 180,000 people a year. We've got a health, and that's not...
I know what adversity he's faced, his ability to soldier on, his intelligence, and his approach to a market and trying to find a niche that's different.
So many people have gone through his offices that went on to be major players in pension funds, REITs, and mortgages, and really a strong booster of people.
He treats everyone fairly, equally, no greed, no selfishness. I think he epitomizes a good partner.
I believe in teams. Nobody can do it on their own. When I learned that lesson, friction just went away, and it became a lot of fun because, well, as you all know, when you're going after something as a team, somebody lags, somebody picks up the ball, somebody's up, somebody's down, and you have a collection of skills that just can't be beaten. I'd say honestly, I was involved in building some really good teams. That's one of the things that I'm really proudest of, if I could say.
John, I've known you since I was practically a kid. We've been business partners. You've been an amazing mentor, friend, confidant, and I can't imagine anyone who deserves this award more than you do.
At Philogix, we used to say we wanted our employees to be proud, passionate, and principled. You exemplified that all the time, and on behalf of everyone who's ever worked with you at Philogix, a great big congratulations. We're very proud of you.
JD, congratulations on this wonderful honor. You deserve it. And hopefully when you get the next one, I won't have to come in a wheelchair.
I would like to express my gratitude to the Greater Toronto NIOP chapter for bestowing this most important award on me. No award of this importance belongs to the recipients alone. No one does it alone. My great good fortune was to have had wonderful partners, and indeed this is the reason that I'm standing here this evening, and I would like to share this honor with them. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for this wonderful honor.